Good morning, this is Keith Owen. Welcome back. Today's tutorial we're going to learn about what is a pinned element and how we could use it within the Builderall platform, specifically using the Cheetah Builder. So a pinned element is basically you have an element, and as you scroll up and down the page, that element will stay in view. So let's see what that actually means. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select a panel. I'm going to come over here to the right and click on Add, click on Elements, and click on Box, because a pinned element only works with the box element. So let's select Box, and we could select any box that we want. Okay, now let's, I want to make this top, so I'm going to come over here and there's an element. Okay, so I brought that a box element all the way on top of other elements so I could view it. So I'm gonna, this is one example. We're gonna use a pinned element using social media bars. So now with the box element here, I want to add another element on top of that box, which is going to be the social media bar. Okay, now I want to change the orientation to be vertical, so I select the social media bar element, come over here to the right to this general settings, and I'm going to check mark the orientation so it's vertical. So now I'm just going to resize this. I'm going to resize the box element. Let's bring this over here. Let's make it a little bit larger. And of course you could change the background color and play around with those settings. But for right now, let's make sure the box element is selected. Okay, and then there's this option here in the mini toolbar that says pin. So I'm going to go ahead and click on pin, and you can change what the set wherever you want it to appear on your screen. In other words, in the upper left, in the middle of the screen, in the lower right, or on the side. I'm just going to click the side left and click on done. So now it's pinned there. So let's now save the changes. And I'm going to say that's fine, so I'm going to publish it. Now let's go over to the website and see, now it's pinned over here to the left, which is where I selected it. Now watch what happens when I scroll up and down. So that box element is always going to appear anywhere on the screen when the user scrolls up and down. So it's always visible to them. So that's one way you could utilize this pinned element. Now I'm going to show you a different way that you could use it. But before I go there, I want to preface this with the fact that currently the pinned box element only works on your desktop version. It does not work on the mobile version at this particular time. So if you so in order to get around that, if you just want to obviously have it just appear on the desktop element, when you edit your mobile site, what you would have to do on your mobile site is select this element and then hide it just for the mobile version. And that's how you get around it for right now. So now I'm going to show you a different way that you could use this pin box element. So I'm going to select hide on this. Now I'm going to come up here to the top right. I already created a different box element, so I want to let that reappear. Click OK. Scroll down. Let's bring this back up here. And now I already set this up. So again, I selected a box element. I added it to that. I put an image on top of it. And I also put a text element down here. So let's bring this up so you could see it. Okay. So again, I just added a box element. I added an image element on top of that, and I also added a text element on top of that. So it appears both these elements appear in this box. And again, I selected pin, and let's keep it in the middle again, middle left. And now what I also did is I added some animation to this box element. So I selected it. Make sure you have that selected, and let's scroll over here to the right, animation. And what I did was I selected time, and what that means is whenever you load the page, after a certain amount of time that elapsed that you select here, this box element will appear. So what I did was I selected time. After 5 seconds, this box element will appear, and the effect of it, it will slowly fade in. So I got the speed to be slow, and the animation effect is set to fade in. So let's go ahead and save this. That's fine. Now let's go to the website and watch what happens. After 5 seconds, that box element will appear. As you can see right here, it appears. And if you scroll up and down, it always appears in that one area. Now, once the user, in this case, once the user clicks in this, it will take them to the page because I set up a link for it. Again, I also let it reload. There it is. I also set a link to the text element, so it takes them to a new page. If I go back here, let it reload. There we go. Now, another way that you could use this, again, these are just a few ideas, but let's say you have a product site and you want a certain product to appear after a certain period of time. And you could say you have a certain promotion on a product, and you could say, okay, click here to win this product, or click here to buy now, or something like that. These are different ways that you can use this pinned box element, and also animation effects. So let's go back to the editor, and again, hopefully this gave you some ideas on how you could use this element. And remember that currently this effect, this feature, does not work in your mobile view. So again, if you want to include this on your site, go ahead. Just remember, it only works on your desktop, and when you edit your mobile site, just hide this element on your mobile site, and that's it. So again, hopefully this gave you an idea on how to use it. Remember to subscribe to my channel, and if you haven't done so already, click on that bell notification so you always get updated when I have a new video ready. And also, please like, share, and comment. Again, I appreciate your time today, and I appreciate your support. and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye now.